I went to a real estate seminar recently, and they brought up three major points on why you want to buy real estate at this current time in the markets. And the first reason why real estate is because they use the argument that more money has been made in real estate than in any other financial sector. And while that may be true, the flip side is also true, which is that more money has been lost in real estate than any other financial sector. And what this means is that real estate is a zero-sum game, in that if you win in real estate, somebody else has to lose. So the discounts that someone may talk about in the real estate sector, those discounts are coming because somebody else is getting reamed on the other end of the deal. So it's a zero-sum game. Now, the other thing that they mention about real estate is that with real estate, you can make money regardless of whether it's a good economy or bad economy. I completely disagree on this one. If you want to make money in real estate, you better make sure that the economy is good, because you want to make sure that you want to be able to sell your real estate. You know, the price that you bought for your real estate, you want to be able to sell it at a higher price. And that can only happen if the economy is good, if people have money to spend. If people don't have money to spend, if the economy is bad, how can you possibly make money? It's not like the stock market where where you have the agility to go in and out of trade. So I disagree with that one. And finally, this real estate seminar talked about using leverage to control a higher dollar amount. And with leverage, that means that for a certain dollar amount, you can control a greater portion of the asset, meaning that if you put $10,000 down, you could potentially use a leverage of $100,000 and then make a transaction with a $100,000 asset, as opposed to buying real estate for $10,000 outright, where the profit margin for something that cheap wouldn't really be that great. But by using leverage, you can make a potentially greater profitable transaction. And that is true, because it's the same thing as in the stock market using options trading. You're using leverage to increase your profitability, but you're also using leverage for greater risk if the markets go awry. And in the case of real estate, if you are using leverage, that leverage could work against you in the opposite way by you having to be obligated under the terms of the leverage if the real estate market goes south. And that's something I really don't like about leverage. People talk about the positives of leverage. There's also a downside. There's always a downside to everything. And with leverage, that's it. Your profitability margins increase in magnitude, but your risk margin also increase in magnitude. So it's you have to really make sure that you are timing the markets correctly and accurately. And you want to make sure that you are in the right time in the cycle. If you're not sure, leverage could potentially be a disaster. And that's why more money has been lost in real estate than in any other sector. So these are things to keep in mind. I know that there's a lot of commercials out there for people hawking how to make money in real estate because supposedly the economy is doing really well, but I really don't, I don't think real estate is a good idea. But if you do think it is a good idea, please do your homework. Don't get suckered into these scams and these traps. Do your homework, do your research, and once you are comfortable, not the seminar is comfortable, once you are comfortable, then go ahead and make it happen. But if you want my opinion, I think this is not a good time to get into real estate. I think you really want to focus on agility and risk management. Stop taking blind swings at the market and instead receive the best stock ideas with the highest probability of success. At Bullish Money, we want to put more cash in your stash using scientific algorithms. No opinions, no interpretations, no nonsense, just straight facts. To get started today, subscribe to the Bullish Money YouTube channel and get actionable stock ideas right to your inbox.